My name is Kevin Thackrah. I'm the MD of an organisation called Petpals, and we're the UK's longest established full-service pet care company. So basically we do dog walking, cat visits, home boarding, anything basically to look after your pets when you can't. We were incorporated as Petpals UK in 2001, so we've been going over 20 years. We've got over 50 franchisees operating in over 150 areas, territories around the UK. Basically, our values are kind of enshrined in our mission and code of ethics. So, and it can be summarised basically by saying it's what we want to do is deliver first-class, professional, ethical, quality care for our clients' pets, to basically give them the comfort and the reassurance that their pets are being well looked after. Basically, it's a great business to be in, and it's a great business opportunity. Not only is it a nice environment with looking after people's pets, which is a huge responsibility, quite obviously, but it's also a great business opportunity. The return on investment is first class. You should be able to get your return within a year. The business opportunities are endless. The market is absolutely going berserk. There's probably best part of half the households in the UK have got a pet. And just during lockdown alone, there's about 3.5 million new pet owners. Demand for our services has never been greater. An ideal franchisee, I guess, is someone who's clearly got some empathy with pets and how important they are to the clients. But it's not essential that they are multiple pet owners themselves, for example. So we've got a range of franchisees, from sole trader operators who are maybe have just 1 or 2 members of staff, who operate a very nice business and have created a great reputation in their areas. But what we found is that in order to get our reach out to as many people as possible, because we believe in our services, those franchisees that have developed a management structure have been the most successful. But I think above all, it's an attitude issue. Somebody that wants to care about their clients, care very deeply about the pets in their charge, and want to grow the business as a business, not just as a lifestyle job. The opportunities, I guess, are to grow. There's an opportunity not just about looking at your return on investment, but clearly there's also a situation where you can earn whilst you're increasing the value of your investment over a longer term. So it is a great opportunity to build a business for the long term rather than the short term gain. A training package will include some pre-planning ahead of actually launching. So we've got initial training in everything from going through in some detail with our operations manual and technical manuals, dog handling skills, pet first aid, accounting, systems, legal, a whole range of things, marketing, all to get them set up. We've established a relationship with an organisation called Action Coach, and we would have some initial training package with them to start with, and there's the opportunity for ongoing business coaching once they've got started. Well, I guess the obvious thing is that the BFA keeps us legal and ethical and honest, which we would naturally assume that we are anyway. But it's nevertheless good to have a third party to just make sure that we are, and we do get the benefit, obviously, of a lot of experience from other franchisors, and we're able to pass that experience and those learnings on to the network. To be honest, I can't imagine any franchisor not wanting to be a member of the BFA. And I can't imagine, well, in fact, I'd caution any prospective franchisee about joining a franchisor that's not a member of the BFA. I know there are a lot out there, but it just keeps you absolutely on track. So the BFA, in terms of continuing support, are great. I mean, I think the way that it's organised and structured now and the teams that are in place It doesn't matter what your issues are. I find that there's always somebody that can provide you with the support that you need. And one of the things that we're trying to do now is encourage our franchisees to become franchisee members. I've only got a couple at the moment. I don't know whether that's apathy or they haven't, perhaps the rest of the network haven't perhaps realised it. But those franchisees that are franchisee members are coming back with all the same kind of benefits that we have as a franchisor. In other words, you're learning from other people, and they're involved with their local communities, and they're passing some of that on to the rest of the network. So, you know, I'm such a firm believer in the BFA and everything it's doing that that's one of our major drives now, and it'll almost be compulsory for any new franchisee that they've got to be a member. I can't understand why they won't be.